Looking well, sir.
Likewise, S-Man. the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. American Airlines Arena, the place, and the Miami Heat will be on their home floor as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. Last outing for the Bulls, unsuccessful, coming away with a loss to the 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. That game was a shootout. Defense will be the key tonight for them to bounce back with a win. Here we are coming up on the All-Star break. Shaq, for guys that are in a groove, could this disrupt their rhythm?
You know, veterans know how to keep things rolling, Ernie. Some younger guys could be affected mentally because you know those young guys, they don't concentrate anyway. They have ADHD, ADD, APD, AUD, DOD, DAD, and all the other Ds.
E-I-E-I-O.
No doubt. With a knick-knack, paddywhack. If you're on a hot streak and it's for real, it doesn't matter. It's going to continue. And if you're kind of this team that when things don't go well and then all of a sudden you start to struggle, then it's not real, Ernie. But I think this one's real.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. We're going to see you later.
Make sure to pick up your official NBA programs. Get player stats, find schedules, and read interviews with the NBA players. Programs are located at all the fans, be here for mascot.
What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. The Bulls are in the midst of a road trip going into this one, and David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, whether it's jilted fans in Utah or a player's feelings after an unwanted trade, we always hear that saying, there's no loyalty in sports. But is there any room for nuance? The league's a business and a competition. And in any competition, there are winners and losers. Guys?
Great stuff, David. Thank you. Steve, how about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time, it's the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, goals that's realistic. And if you can do that and obtain that, then you have pretty much a good team.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at the Bulls. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Murray out there with the great one. And it's Hutchinson in at the three. Shot clock at 3. Offensive rebound. Ogden kicks to Nader. Goes up again. Count that bucket. Nader's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Heat.
Yeah, nice little way to take the early lead.
I see the effort, already pushing the action, trying to establish a presence.
Here's the great one, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustments just as he goes to lay it in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
One shot.
The free throw good from the great one. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
Here's Atkins, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
Tries it from 9. The shot's good from the Great One. The Great One's got 5 now.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Adkins, he's covered by Murray. Stolen by Markkanen. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Good on the bucket. Well, the Bulls rebuilt their team a couple times, but then things would unravel.
Yeah, you had the Derrick Rose years. He won league MVP playing for the Bulls. Then you had Jimmy Butler. He gets traded. They continue to search for that championship formula once again.
Miami no good on that time either. The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's the Great One. Count that one. He's got 7.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Knicks. Adkins passes to Moore. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Only 1 of 4 to start, looking to find that rhythm.
Hutchison passes to the Great One. He dishes it to Carter, passes to Hutchison. Another shot. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Atkins. Softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And they cruised to a big win in their last meeting, getting that opposing starting lineup out of the game early with foul trouble.
You can bet that was their game plan from the get-go. Don't be shocked if they're aggressive again today as well.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's the Great One. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's the Great One. Carter, the pass to the Great One. Gasol with the steal. Adkins. He's covered by Murray. Here's Adkins. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
The Great One passes to Markkanen, and he gets it to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
He'd have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Now, here's Brogdon. Not a lot of room. Pass to Atkins. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 9 points in the game so far.
And you can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Adkins passes to Moore. And there's another one for the Heat.
The defense has to be better. When he gets those looks, he usually knocks them down with ease, like he did there.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Here's the great one. The rebound by Brogdon. Here's Miami now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. To the inside, Booker. The shot will not fall. Good D by Parker. Here's the great one. It doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And he banks in the layup. The great one's got 9.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And that one comes up a bit short. Carter against Brogdon. Here's Bender, and Bender throws it down.
And Bender is a tall guy who can definitely slam it down when given the opportunity. Like to see him finish that strong.
And it's the Heat on the break. Conley's running. And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Conley.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Back to Taylor. The pass to the great one. Just 5 to shoot. Carter up top. No good there. And it's Miami the other way. Here's Miami now. They're on a 19-6 run. Baseline J on the way. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Here's the great one. He's guarded by Brogdon. Inside. And then Carter with the jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Conley kicks to Brogdon. Booker the pass to Winslow. Stolen away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's the great one. Pass to Ross. Back to Taylor. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Booker. Brogdon finds Conley. And here's Winslow. Heat moving the ball around. And it goes down 2 points. And the Heat lead by 8.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Taylor passes to the great one. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The 9-foot shot. Here's Parker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pirtle, he's checked in for Carter. Bean comes in for the great one. And it's Riley in for Isaiah Taylor. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Carter, he's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Markkanen comes in for Jabari Parker. The great one's checked in for Ross. And Murray's subbed in for Riley. Back to Winslow. Knocks it loose. Adkins passes to Gasol. Kicks to Winslow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go. And the shot is long. Bulls trail by 12. They've got Winslow, and it's Moore in at the 4-man position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Here's the great one, covered by Winslow. The 9-foot shot. Rebound by the Heat. Moore's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the 76ers was superb. He scored 32 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David, for another reminder of just what an unbelievable performance that was.
One that everyone's still talking about tonight. He dominated that game in just about every way possible.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what he's got in store for us tonight. Maybe he tops himself again. I think he just might do it.
That free throw good from the great one. Steve, we talk a lot about team defense, but who in your mind are some of the best on-ball defenders in the game now?
Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. Avery Bradley, Marcus Smart, Draymond Green does a nice job. Even Klay Thompson, he's asked to guard a whole bunch of different guys. The list goes on and on of guys being able to slide their feet without fouling. It's beautiful to watch.
Both free throws good from the great one. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. A look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
That one doesn't drop. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Bender, he's checked in for Marc Gasol.
Dragon Bender.
Here's Atkins. Miami no good on that time either. Bulls trail by 13. Murray the pass to the great one. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
Well, you look at the great one. He's got a plays in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Feeds it to Taylor. It's hauled in by the Heat. Moore's got his 5th rebound in this one. Poked loose. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboard show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. Lauri Markkanen, number 1. Malcolm Brogdon is 2nd.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter.
Bender kicks to Moore. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Passes it to the great one. Pass to Markkanen. From down in the low post, it goes.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Atkins passes to Moore. 1:52 left to play here in the half. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Deflects the pass. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Here's the great one, covered by Winslow, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And have not had as much success in the paint this quarter. Everything has been from the perimeter.
You look at Lauri Markkanen, he's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
And Markkanen, still young, he'll look to add strength as his career continues.
And if he does, Kevin, his future is probably at the center position. It's not about bulk. You got to be strong to weather that physicality inside.
Nader kicks to Winslow. Now the pass to Nader. Now here's Taylor, the fast break opportunity. And it's Miami with the rebound. Outside Conley. Here's Nader. He's covered by Murray. The shot by Nader, no good. Bulls trail by 14 from 17 feet out. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Fires the 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Bender's got 5 now.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's the great one. 11 points in the game.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
They've pounded the glass every time. Time down the floor, and it's clear that they want to win that rebounding battle.
Basket good.
Making things happen in close, that's where Winslow is most comfortable scoring the basketball.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Heat lead by 17. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, look, defense has stood out for you in the first half. It's like they're playing 5-on-6. What has been the driving force for you there?
Well, you know, I just knew that I could make an impact with my D in this game. You know, I wanted to cause some turnovers early, stay active and get in their head.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 17. So for Chicago right now. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Great one out there with Murray. And it's Hutchinson in at the small forward. No good from the great one. Miami's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrated. I don't allow that. And he knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Both free throws good from the great one. Smitty, you had an unbelievable career. Was there any chance or opportunity that you did not take that you wish you had?
You know, Kevin, is three of them. One, I had a chance to be traded to the New York Knicks. I always wondered what it would be like to play in New York. They call that the Mecca. I didn't take that chance. I think second was to get a chance to play overseas at the end of my career. I think those are the two things that I wish I had a chance to go back. I would make different choices.
Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Adkins, he's covered by Murray. Here's Gasol. Carter with the block. Gasol with the steal. Over Carter. Miami no good on that time either.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Markkanen dishes to Carter, and it's good from the elbow. Carter's got 10 points.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
Down low, stolen by Carter. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Pulls up for three, and the basket by Hutchison.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
And Miami making a change here. Conley against Taylor. Conley, the pass to Atkins. He kicks it to Winslow. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Wednesday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies.
And that matchup against the Hornets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Here's the great one, covered by Winslow. The great one passes to Taylor. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Bulls third.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
It's his first trip to the line.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
The first one falls. He makes both free throws. 1:33 left in the third. Conley kicks to Winslow. Now here's Bender, defended by Carter. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:22 left here in the third quarter. Taylor against Conley. 5 on the clock. Miami needs to get a shot off.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Chicago.
Bulls trail by 4. Pass to the great one. To the inside. Markkanen. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Markkanen's got 9.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, reason why they have found their shooting stroke. Their offense is clicking.
And you got to love the unselfish play of Bender. When he sees a teammate wide open, he does not hesitate at all to whip the ball over to him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Moore. Now here's Winslow. Lock at 6. Here's Atkins. That shot off. Murray with the defensive effort.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
And here is Conley. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 7 points here in this quarter. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Heat out front. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Conley. Winslow is out there with Bender. And it's Atkins in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Back to Conley. Here's Moore. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so Moore nails both of them. Bulls trail by 6. Here's the great one. Here's Taylor. Here's the great one. Shoots from the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. The great one's got 21.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
Here's Atkins. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to the great one. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Shot from 12. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He's got 22.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Adkins, he's covered by Murray. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Adkins. From the arc.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half. But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
Passes it to Conley. Here's Moore. Kicks to Winslow. And the foul called on the great one. That is his first foul of the game.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
Marc Gasol's checked in for Miami. Adkins passes to Gasol. Good ball movement here by Miami. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Shoots from 14. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Really smoking the nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Pass to the great one. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
There's just a smooth element to Markkanen's game. Nice move against good defense.
Conley against Markkanen. On the wing, Winslow. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Heat. Moore's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Adkins. He's covered by Murray. Moore outside. Down low. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Miami. Nader's checked in. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Mike Conley. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in. The Heat leading by 6. Adkins. He's covered by Murray. Gasol inside. Carter on him. And Gasol gets it to go.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
Bulls trail by 8. Murray outside. Pass to Hutchison. He kicks to Markkanen. And there's the pass to Hutchison. Clock at 6. For 3, Levine. They get the rebound. Here's Markkanen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And as Markkanen continues to develop his skill set, he'll get to the line a lot more often.
And the first one at the line is good. And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
And so he makes both from the line.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Here's Atkins. Bangs home the trifecta. 25 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
Murray kicks to Levine. Passes it to Hutchison. Murray outside. Pass to Markkanen. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Both teams making some changes here.
A great one.
Stolen by Conley. And now here comes Conley leading the break.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Heat.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first two.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Marc Gasol.
You know what stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
He's perfect from the line this time.
You know, he's exceptionally focused, well liked by his teammates. Markkanen looks to be a centerpiece for the future.
Brogdon finds Gasol. To the middle. Nader's shot's good. And the Heat lead by 14.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out. He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Adkins. He's covered by Murray.
Markkanen with the nice block shot. His size has been a factor in this game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to the great one. The rebound by Gasol. Here's Nader. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts.
Nice work. Yeah, you ready to answer a few questions for the press?
Oh, yeah. Let me get at you. 5 minutes?
All right, yeah, I'll tell them you're on the way. Go get him.
Hey, thanks, Charlie.
AI, there's been a lot of talk about you making the All-Star game this year. What would it mean to you to be chosen for the team?
Man, it's hard to believe that I'm even in the discussion, you know? Like, it feels like last month I was, riding from city to city in the bus in the G League. So if by some chance that I come to it, that would be a huge honor. And, man, I tell you, I don't even have to play in the game. I could just sit on the bench with the other great players, and that would be a dream come true. So it's crazy. All right, thank you.
Great work up there, AI.